everybody, welcome to the Kirsty Meakin YouTube channel / Adam and Kirsty Meakin show, and yeah, whatever you want to call it. We're here to do nails. It is Christmas time, mistletoe and wine.
And beer.
And mulled wine. I love mulled wine.
Hayley loves mulled wine.
It's so fattening.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, that'll be why. Got a bit of a development here. I'm not pregnant. No, it's fat. It's too much mulled wine. So, we're going to do a Christmas design. Now, it's based on a candy cane, but it's kind of like, it's based on a candy cane, but it's not a candy cane. You'll know what I mean as I do it. It's something that I saw Tony Nails do. He's a good friend of mine, and he did a little reel on Instagram, but he doesn't actually show you how he does it. Right, so I'm going to do a bit of cuticle prep before we put this on. We're using acrylic today. So those of you that like a bit of acrylic design, this is the video for you. And I'd love to see other people do this design as well. So I've got my cuticle bit. My speed is on 3. Right, so I've got it in the reverse mode. And you can see as I come round, gently, I'm not putting loads of pressure on, I'm letting the electric file do its little thing. So because of the rotation, it's pushing away from the natural nail, it's lifting and pushing the cuticle back. If we have a little look at the difference there between this side here and this side. That's a big difference. So let's lift and get this back. And it's also going to remove any of that cuticle from the nail plate. And that's what we want. We're going to use the proximal fold bit, same speed, and we're going to go on the skin. And this is going to exfoliate that dry skin away. You can even come down the sides, and you know, if your client's got some calluses at the sides, you can always sort of clean that up as well. Then we're going to prep the actual nail plate. A fine sanding band. So I'm going to use these ceramic coated sanding bands, which are gorgeous and purple. And who doesn't want a purple sanding band? I will get the box open in a minute. So I'm going to put it back into the forward motion now. And I've still got this on a low speed. Got it on 3. And we're literally just skipping across the top of that nail just to remove any surface shine.
So you wouldn't use an M on that?
No, don't use a medium one, only use a fine one. I use the medium one more for taking gel polish off.
Ah.
You can use it for that. Or if there's still a bit of product on, but you don't want to use a ceramic bit because it's too harsh. You know, like if you've got a thin layer of hard gel on it, you could use the medium bit to take that off as well. Let's just take this length down. So I've got here some glitter armour tips. They're stiletto tips, but we're going to cut them down into a sort of ballerina. One day, Hayley, you'll have them this full length.
Yes, that is the challenge.
One day. Right, so we've got a tip on. I have put the primer on. And I'm going to do down the centre. I'm going to pull down product down the centre, and I know you're thinking, what the hell, this is looking messy, and it will do it first. And I'm just going to start neatening this up a little bit, and you've got to come in with a clean brush that has a little bit of monomer on. That's going to give you the sort of tool to getting this edge. Now, I want to just pat. Can you see as I pat it, I can get a sharper edge and I can really see what the thickness is and everything like that. I wonder if Tony will contact me and say, no, you did it wrong, I didn't do that. You just made your own way up there.
You'll be like, yeah, it was much easier than that, Kirsty. You made it so different.
Imagine. Oh no. It's quite possible that could happen. You know, you've overthinked it. Right, so I'm going to get this nice and neat. Now, if you're not very good at sweeping down and getting things nice and neat, or you haven't quite perfected that yet, then you could use a metal spatula like this, and you could cut into the product and slide it off. Just want to get this a little bit crisper. Right, what we need to do now is we need to let that dry. So let that set. So while that one is, we're allowing that one to dry, I'm gonna do on this nail, we're going to, well, a couple of nails. I'm gonna base coat because I want great adhesion. Now you get this from the base coat. So this is the Kirsty Meakin range. Pop that in the lamp, and I'm going to do like a nice, gorgeous, rich colour combo. We have Maddie. Maddie is from the Christmas collection, and it's a deep red that has beautiful shimmer running through it. So it's like a gold shimmer that runs through it as well. It's gorgeous. And then this colour, which is Dorothy Slippers. Look at that. So it's really chunky glitter, and we're going to layer these colours, and I think that's just going to be absolutely stunning. Stunning. So a coat of Maddie, and you can see it goes on super thin, so it's a nice thin application, so you're not going to bulk out that nail. Work that in. Let's put Dorothy Slippers on you, and you can see, oh my god, just look at that. So we've got a lot of chunky glitter in here. We've got two sizes of glitter. You can see how that instantly deepens it as well. So we've got the shimmer from underneath as well, and the colour. And we've also got this gorgeous red with lots of chunky glitter in. Oh damn, that's so nice. Oh, that's nice. That's a Christmas nail right there, isn't it?
Red is Christmas.
Red is Christmas, do you know what? That's what Sham says. Sham says, red is Christmas. Because when we were decorating the Christmas trees, so I went down to Izzy's and did a Christmas trees for her. And Sham was like, yeah, but they've got to be red because red is Christmas. I'm like, no, it can't got to be red. It can be any colour. I was like, my Christmas tree is pink, so. I love that colour combo. Whack it in the lamp. Right, I'm going to give them a top coat because I don't want to file this nail while this has still got that sticky layer.
Ah.
Because can you imagine?
Oh my god.
Oh, it'd be disastrous. So we'll just give it a quick lick of glossy top coat. It's so glossy.
I love that colour.
It's beautiful.
Look at that thumb. It's the most beautiful thumb.
Pop that in. Right, so now they are top coated, I can come to this, and this is nice and set. So now we can come to this and give it a file, because this will ensure that it is super straight. And this is one of those sets where, you know, you'll spend more time on a couple of nails than you will the rest. So you've got to just make those other nails a lot easier to do, because we know time is money.
Especially at Christmas. When
Especially.
You get all them clients in.
Yeah. I mean, I'm seeing messages all over Instagram at the minute saying, please don't request any appointments for December and full. So I know that's super straight, give it a nice clean. But what I do want to do is reprime that bare nail. I'm using the Tickled Pink Cosmetics. I think they're an American brand. Red bottoms. Oh, it's those fancy shoes that I absolutely love. It costs an absolute fortune.
Yeah.
Right.
Conor McGregor said, "Oh, it's red panty night."
Red panty night.
Yeah, but Conor McGregor, the fighter, he says,
Yeah.
if anybody gets to fight him, it's red panty night for them, because they're going to get the biggest payday ever.
Yeah.
They've ever had, and he calls it red panty night.
Why red panty night?
This is like an exciting night for them. Just red panties.
Like sexy time.
Sexy time.
Yeah.
I was thinking, why did he bleed?
They do after the fight, don't they?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. That it's red panty night, because you're going to be wiping your face with your panties, wiping the blood off with your panties. So we've got red down this side, already looking very Christmassy. I love this red, it's so nice. So we're going nice and thin. So I will warn you, this design takes double the effort. Make sure you sweep right up to those edges. Do not worry if you get pigment on this white. Can you see how we have a little bit of pigment on the white? That is absolutely fine. Do not worry your little self about it. It's very, very pigmented. Right, okay. Now that needs to dry completely. And what we're going to do is, while we wait for that to dry, what I like to do is I like to get my metal file, and I like to make sure I have no gel polish on the skin. So I like to just run it up the side. I am going to buff the top of these, by the way, because I'm going to put stones on. Just the idea better to buff surface. I'm going to use these. So this is a black and red crystals from Meakin. Going to use the red because they look absolutely gorgeous.
Are they all different shapes?
All different sizes they are, which is good. It's very good to have different sizes to fit in different spaces. I'm going to use the Crystal Totalis gem glue from Meakin. I do like to put it on the back of my glove. You can put it on a palette, it's absolutely fine. But I'm just like doing that.
You didn't put very much on there, you don't need a lot.
Yeah, but I prefer waste not, want not.
Yeah.
Not normally like that, to be honest. It's always like lashings, have it lashings. Right, so I think I kind of want to do a straight line, but I know that's going to be too much for you.
For me?
Think you'd be alright with a straight line going down?
Why wouldn't it be? You mean heavy?
Yeah.
Oh.
Heavy-handed, I mean.
Yeah, I am heavy-handed.
We could start with bigger ones at the top and kind of work down. What do you
Small
think?
one, yeah. I think that sounds lovely.
Yeah. And this is tack-free as well, so it doesn't have that sticky layer, which is amazing. So I'm using the Pammy Picker Upper. You literally just tap the gem, it picks it up, an absolute dream. And then as soon as you press it onto the gem glue, the gem gel glue, it just releases. And then you can use the design needle at the other end to manoeuvre the stones around. Get them all in order.
Yeah, look at that. That is sparkly, isn't it?
Yeah.
You'll head it really looks like.
Pop me that in the lamp. So once you've got your gems on, we're going to use the Kirsty Meakin glossy top coat and run directly at the side of the stones. Don't go over them because you're going to take away the sparkle and the facets. Literally just run up the sides, and that'll make them stay on even more. Right, so what I'm going to do now is I just need to make this nice and thin. Because this layer's not giving strength. I mean, it'll give a little bit of strength, but it needs to be nice and thin and quite even. So it's kind of like you're doing a super thin nail with a white stripe down it. But we're not finished yet, because if you've seen the finished result already on the thumbnail of this video, then you will know what we're doing. So you're not thinking about your apex or anything like this at this point. You can keep your side walls nice and straight, that will help. I'm just going to wipe over with my brush that is damp. So it'll just make better adhesion for the next layer. Yes, I said next layer. So this next layer we're going to do red. So this red bottom, what's it called? Red bottoms.
I was going to say smacked bottom.
Well, it would be red. If it was that red, I think child
Smacked
services
bottom.
need to be in order. I just imagine like you as a child getting smacked bottom. Or as an adult. Alright. Right. So we're going to go directly over the top of the white with this red. And then we're going to pick these sides up and make them nice and straight like we did with the white. Oh, that's making me want to weave more. If I pat, then can you see how it bunches the edges out, and I can really see how to straighten up now. Just needs to be a little bit higher here. And if I get my metal file, I can kind of push that against it and check. Are we straight? Are we straight? Looks pretty straight. It's still quite rubbery at the minute. Now, I'm happy with how straight that is. I don't think I need to file it, so on my head beat. I'm going to go in with the white now, so directly on top of the red, we're going in with white. Oh, maybe that's a bit dry. So start again. So I want it to be dry, but not completely dry. That was like a snowball. Right, so I want it to be quite dry because I want it to be a little bit more controlled and have a lot of pigment. So it's kind of like we're doing another nail on top of the nail we've already done. So what we're going to do now that's set is we're just going to file it just so it's nice and smooth and neat. So you'll still need an apex. Don't go too crazy with the old filing. So you've got to watch filing through to the other colours. You don't want to do that. So we look underneath, we've got that. And we look on top, we've got that. I mean, that's pretty cool in itself, but we're not finished. So I've got the secret weapon bit, which is ceramic, in here. Now this you need to be careful with. We're going to come through. And just do a channel. So that's your guide, that's your first guide. Then this is where we do it gently. And reveal the red underneath the white. Come through here to reveal the white under the red. It's so cool. And again, look, under that white is the red. So I'm saying be careful because don't go too deep because you don't want to go straight through to the natural nail. How cool does that look?
Great.
I'm actually going to come. Oh no. So get that channel first and then you can start to be gentle and go through to your colour underneath. And you could do this with many different colours. I mean, I think black and white would look pretty cool as well. But yeah, you could do it in lots of different colours. So it's a design that if you can learn, you can do it all seasons. But I do love the red and white for Christmas time. Mistletoe and wine. And you could make these as wide as you want. I just quite like them nice and thin, to be honest. Give it a good dust. I'm going to get our dusting brush bit, pop it in and give it a really good dust because you don't want to have any bits in there. If we give it a bit of a spray with a cleanser, that'll really clean it up. Now, I know some of you are probably thinking, well, you can't leave it like that because it's going to have no strength. It's going to break. And you know what? You're actually right. You are right. So, I am actually going to change this liquid because it's starting to look a little bit yucky. Then we're going to take, what's it called? Ice Cream. This is the clear from Tickle Pink. And we're going to go in those little recesses now. I love this design, it's so cool. It's actually really fun to do as well. And I think for the client, is it quite enjoyable to watch, Hayley?
Yeah, definitely.
She didn't say anything else.
Don't know no different.
But you know what I mean? Like to see being revealed.
Watch the reveals, yeah. Of the filing. Definitely cool.
So you're still going to have your strength, but you've got that cool pattern. we just need that to dry now. So just talk amongst yourselves. Make yourself a brew. Yeah, make a brew, or, you know, have a look at the description box. Have a look at some comments. And then we can maybe come back to it. Do you know what? I had some good comments on the Jelly Stamp Smile Line video about how to do it slightly different. So some people suggested gel paint, acrylic paint, and not putting the tip of the nail into the gel straight away. And I was like, oh my god, yeah, that actually will work. I think that'll work. So like,
I saw that where you dip the nail.
If the gel paint's here, put it in after it, and then when you press up, it'll still go onto the nail. When you pull it down, it's still going to transfer, isn't it? Mm-hmm. So I'm just going to file it. One thing you want to watch when you're filing is that you don't keep filing through colours. So if you kind of ruin your design else. So you want to keep your application of your clear quite thin and neat. So you do minimal filing. Because don't forget, we've filed this nail. Like, this is our 3rd time filing this nail. Right, so I'm going to clean up now with some clean up solution. Oh, it's ace! Top coat time! So I'm going to top coat with the glossy top coat. I suppose you could do matte as well, but I think it looks stupendous with glossy.
Does need to be glossy for Christmas.
Yeah, nice and shiny.
I prefer gloss over matte anyway. For me, anyway.
Yeah. Pop me that in the lamp. So, you want this on, don't you? You've been eyeing this oil up, haven't you? So we're going to put the passion fruit oil on from NAF Pro. Because it does...
You ready for
that? Yeah. It does smell amazing. They have got a Christmas collection as well. So if you look, this is one that I did earlier. We've kind of reversed the colours. I think they look fan-bloody-tastic. I love them. You're ready for Christmas now, Hayley Duck, aren't you?
I know, yeah.
You got your tree up?
No, we're not putting one up.
Not even putting one up because they're going on holiday for Christmas. Not jealous.
Yep.
I need to get my tree up. I've decorated everybody else's trees, but yeah. I'm done with yeah. There you are, guys. So, Merry Christmas, everybody. And I hope you're all super booked up. If you're a nail tech, I hope you're booked up to the eyeballs. But enjoy this Christmas period. Everything I've used today will be listed below as always. Don't forget to check us out on all our other social media platforms and all that shebang. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Ta-da, duck! Even Cheryl said, why do you wear gloves sometimes?
You only do it to hide your nails.
Well, I do it to hide my nails and I do it to be clean. Whack it in, duck. Oh, what have you...
Sorry.
What have you done
She's
there?
got me.
Where's it come from?
Dunno.
Dunno.